Hey book readers, when you're skimming a book jacket trying to decide if a novel is worth your time or not, some books include comp titles to give you an idea of the book's general vibe. Because, hey, sometimes readers don't want to read a short blurb. Today I'm trying to make it as easy as possible to decide yay or nay about adding a book to your TBR. I'm giving you the 15-second elevator pitch for 25 different books with a one-sentence synopsis and movie duo that capture the feel of each one. And action! First up is Steelheart. This is The Avengers meets Kill Bill.
I am inevitable.
I am gonna kill Bill.
There are superheroes and a main character seeking revenge against the biggest and baddest superhero of all. Second on my list is The Rise and Fall of Dodo, which is National Treasure meets Tenet.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
It's inverted. Its entropy runs backwards.
A linguistic expert teams up with a military intelligence operator, scientists, and historians to bring back magic into the world and alter the past. Next up is Lost Horizon, which is The Wizard of Oz meets The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Follow the yellow brick road.
It's me, Benjamin.
Benjamin.
After surviving a plane crash in the Himalayas, a military man stumbles upon the mythical utopia of Shangri-La and the secret to eternal life. But will he choose to stay in this paradise or return to the outside world? Next, I'm talking about Singer Distance, which is A Beautiful Mind meets Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Have you recently had a close encounter?
A troubled mathematical genius struggles with relationships while attempting to communicate with aliens. The Snow Child is Frozen meets Big Fish.
Andrew Templeton, I love you and I will marry you.
In the Alaskan wilderness, a childless couple build a girl from snow who magically comes to life and lives in the woods nearby, giving the couple a daughter to love. Next on my list is Influx, which is Good Will Hunting meets The Shawshank Redemption.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
Understand you're a man that knows how to get things.
A wrongly imprisoned genius has to try and escape from an evil high-tech penal institution. Saturn Run is Contact meets Ford versus Ferrari.
Why did you contact us?
You contacted us.
When an alien craft arrives in Saturn's rings, China and America begin a high-stakes race to get to Saturn first, hoping to discover the secrets hidden within the interstellar spaceship. In the Lives of Puppets is Planet of the Apes meets The Goonies.
We've been in trouble since the moment we met you.
I mean booby traps.
That's what I said! Booby traps! Quiet!
In a world where robots rule and humans are hunted to extinction, a group of robo-friends, along with the last human boy, try to get the boy's robot father back from the authorities. The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi, which I'd say is Pirates of the Caribbean meets Mulan.
Here there be monsters.
My ancestor sent a little lizard to help me.
Hey.
A retired lady pirate is promised riches for recovering an abducted granddaughter as she deals with forces from the spirit realm. Next up is The Black Prism, which I would describe as The Man in the Iron Mask meets The Matrix.
He is the one.
In a world where people can manipulate light, the most powerful magician is running out of time to avoid a rebellion and deal with the ramifications of his complicated family history. The First 15 Lies of Harry August, which I'm going to say is Looper meets The Sting.
I'm from the future. You should go to China.
Always drink gin with a mark, kid. You can't tell if you cut it.
A man who dies and is born again with all the memories from his previous life must play a long con in order to stop an evil man with a similar eternal affliction from bringing about a catastrophic future. And now I'm going to talk about Scythe, which is Blade Runner meets Minority Report.
Deckard, Blade Runner, 260-354 on filed and monitored.
No pains, aluminum extrusion.
In a future where no one can die, two teens are recruited to become Scythes, a special, small group of individuals who keep the population under control by selecting people to kill. Mortal Engines, which I'm going to say is Mad Max meets Howl's Moving Castle.
That's bait.
In a post-apocalyptic world where big cities on wheels eat smaller cities on wheels, a young man struggles to survive, discover the truth about London's ruler, and get justice before it's too late. Now let's talk about The Star's My Destination, which is Jumper meets The Mask of Zorro. In a future where people can teleport via thought, a working-class man is left for dead in space, but he survives, vowing to take revenge on those who abandoned him. The book Replay is Groundhog's Day meets It's a Wonderful Life.
Watch out for that first step, it's a doozy!
A man who is repeating the same 25 years of his life goes through every vice until he tries to find love and contentment. Now let's talk about the Western classic Lonesome Dove, which is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid meets Shanghai Noon.
Who are those guys?
Based on a tip from a friend, two retired Texas Rangers with contrasting personalities drive cattle north to Montana. The Magic Strings of Frankie Presto is Forrest Gump meets The Natural.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Through ups and downs, a gifted musician with a magical guitar plays a role in music history, leaving behind an inspiring legacy. Up next is The Marrow Tree, which is Amadeus meets The Green Mile.
Bassoon, tenor trombones with the tenors.
I'm tired, boss.
After purposefully performing an illegal dance to question its censorship, the galaxy's greatest artist is put on trial, facing the prospect of execution. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell is The Prestige meets Fight Club.
Because no one cares about the man in the box, the man who disappears.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
Two British magicians in the 1800s are bringing back practical magic, but their turbulent relationship and use of magic has consequences on the world. The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet is Guardians of the Galaxy meets The Abyss.
I am Groot.
A crew of fun, lovable aliens on a wormhole tunneling spaceship get a contract for an extra lucrative but extra dangerous job. Up next is The Broken Sword, which is Beowulf meets Lord of the Rings.
If we die, it'll be for glory, not for gold.
You shall not pass!
After a Viking baby is swapped out for an elf changeling, they grow up in different worlds until an epic battle with elves and trolls will decide the fate of both men. Next up is 12 Mighty Orphans, which is Annie meets the Little Giants.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Great! Now we can run the annexation of Puerto Rico.
A dozen young boys without parents form an underdog football team that challenges the best teams and revolutionizes the sport. I'd describe the Anubis Gates as Indiana Jones meets Back to the Future.
They're digging in the wrong place.
I have to tell you about the future!
After traveling back in time, an English professor becomes embroiled in a plot involving Egyptian sorcery, a sinister cult, and someone trying to alter history. Non-stop is Snowpiercer meets Waterworld.
Would you wear a shoe on your head? Of course you wouldn't wear a shoe on your head.
Nothing's free in Waterworld.
In a claustrophobic world covered in quick-growing vegetation, a man goes exploring further than anyone before, seeking to uncover the truth of his world. And finally, last on my list is Beartown, which is The Mighty Ducks meets Mystic River.
Well, yeah, but a quarter of an inch the other way and you would have missed completely.
Isn't my daughter there?
After a crime is committed in a small, hockey-obsessed town, the community is forced to choose between their morals and athletic success. There you have it, 25 books and the movie mashup they remind me of. Hopefully you'll find a few to add to your TBR or crack open ASAP. Have any books that you want to recommend? Let me know the title and what movies they're like in the comments. And as always, happy reading.